Dude, did you on Twitter at some point? There was a I think it might have been Entertainment Weekly or one of those sites that was like saying Suge reveals who killed Tupac, but they made a typo. It says Suge reveals the Who killed Tupac. And everyone was like, I didn't know who the Who rolled like that. Uh-huh.
No.
Money that Sting was taking. Like, it was like really fucked up because it was a pretty popular song to like young people, but Sting took all that shit. So apparently, dude was not very happy. Like he was like, "Yeah, I sampled your song. We made it. You know, it was a popular song, but like it was Sting is taking most of the money." And like Sauce was just like, "Yo, I'm still getting paid from that song, but I'm not getting paid nowhere near as much money as I probably should for writing the whole song."
Yeah, but Sting had the music though. Like he just had some lyrics that he came up with.
Yeah, he in like the basically the chorus was mostly Sting. You know what I mean?
All right. So do we
But
start
yeah,
already?
no, we can start. Chase, you got it.
Come on, Chase.
What's up, everybody? It's the Scarcasm Live, and we are
Why
back
are you screaming?
because I want you to interrupt my.
My headphones are turned up a little bit. You know what I mean? Turn them shit up. Like
Turn 'em up, son.
you leaned in and you started speaking all loud and shit. And my ears was just like, no, dog. Like that's what happened.
Oh. Okay, well, it's Scarcasm Live. That's the name of the podcast.
Word
I'm
up.
Crucial Chase. Scarfinger's in the building.
I am.
And after like a whole summer and probably a few more months, we have Sam.
Yes. Back in the building. How are y'all?
Chillin' B.
Pretty good.
So, I went to my brother's funeral on Friday.
Word.
Yeah. I figure if I'm gonna bring the show down, I might as well bring it down in the beginning. But it's not really that bad because like there was a couple cool things that happened that day. Like, you know, the funeral home was kind of relatively small, but like like people really packed that place. Like it was packed solid. People going all the way out the door that couldn't actually get into the room for my brother, and I thought that was just really kind of cool. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like I like personally, I thought about this after the fact, but I don't think my funeral is gonna be like that. Like I can't speak for nobody else, but like most of my friends are online, and like I don't think none of y'all niggas coming to my fucking funeral. You know what I mean? Like so, like I guess like there's a way that I feel about it. Like yeah, that was really cool, but like my funeral is not gonna be as popping as this. And but then afterwards I kind of just stayed with moms for a little bit, and just kind of hung out. We went to go hang out with some family and stuff afterwards, and that was really cool because I was hanging out with her family, that her side of the family, which you know I didn't really have a lot of I didn't have a whole lot of dealings with. But they, no matter what, like it was reaffirmed that day that no matter what, even though like I'm away and I didn't really spend a whole lot of time around, like we still have memories and we still have love for each other and we still
Right.
family. And that was really cool. To just to I guess in that moment we were all we were all a part of something, and that was really cool. It was very hard. Um, it was very hard, like having to leave and like knowing that like my brother's in that box. You know what I mean? Like that type of thing. Like that feeling just kept hitting me, and I really didn't want to leave, but they had some more funerals to do, so I had to split. But all in all, it was not a bad day. It was a day that I think in general, I was just kind of waiting for the day to be over with and done. And I thought that I would feel a little bit better about it, like feel better about everything. But in the end, I think I do feel better about it. I don't feel as good as I thought I would feel, like making sure that he got where he needed to go, and I thought I would feel okay about it. But I still like thoughts keep popping up and like memories and all that kind of stuff. And just in the end, I just miss my brother. But the day itself was not a bad day.
It's good, man.
Yeah. So that was pretty much my week. How was yours? Oh yeah, and my girlfriend had surgery on Monday. That was fun.
How'd that go?
Surgery went okay. Everything was fine. And it's just her getting around and stuff like that now is the kind of the point of contention. Like just she finally got out of the house for the first time since Monday, yesterday, and it took a little bit out of her. But other than that, everything's cool.
Cool. So, Sam, how's your 2019 been?
I've talked to you since the year passed, right?
I mean, how's your most of the 2019 been?
How's your summer, dog? How's your summer?
it was okay. I went to work, got home, watched TV, went to work, got home, watched TV. Pretty much that was it.
Word.
Yeah, sounds about right. That sounds pretty much like my summer.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap, what?
No, I just going no snap to what Scar says.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm kind of surprised that it's almost Halloween season. Well, it is Halloween season. The month is just going by really, really fast.
Are you,
Yeah, man. September's almost gone. Like in a blur with all of this stuff that's going on between the surgery and my brother and all that kind of stuff. Like my birthday just kind of went past. Like, phew, and like I was just. It was just, and honestly, it ended up just being a day.
are you in the Discords at all, Sam?
Yeah, I just don't. I just turn my notifications off because sometimes you'll just be going on and on.
It really goes on and on in that Discord. It's like dead most of the time.
These
No, I
days,
mean when I came back, I
probably-
turned it off because like, at one point I had it on, and it was just tinging every few minutes.
Word.
Oh, I saw the pictures that you posted of your mask or whatever.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was going to show you because I was like, yeah, because you mentioned Halloween and all that.
So, how about you, Chase?
It's been decent, just kind of getting back to normal. Everything was kind of crazy for a while there. But just getting back into the routine, which is good.
So Chase, I noticed 3 scary things in this picture: your Michael Myers mask, your Freddy mask, and Persona 5.
Yep.
Okay,
So you just let that sit. Like he talked shit about your Persona 5, and you just
that's the third scary thing.
I'm used to you talking shit about Persona 5, so Sam just kind of rolls into it, and I'm just like, I'm used to this treatment.
Because it's like the horror,
is it
horror
really
wall,
bad?
or whatever.
Is it really bad treatment? Do I really treat you that bad over Persona?
He says with a middle finger out.
I'm not intentionally. Not intentionally. I just happened to be, like I had both fingers up, but the one was behind the other.
Because I'm pretty sure next year there's going to be like an updated version of Persona 5, and I'm probably going to play that. And then when I
It's
start,
be even more androgynous.
when I talk about it, Scar's going to have that face. I'll be like, oh, say I played that Persona 5, and Scar's going to be like, oh God.
No, I don't.
Like,
Okay,
you don't say.
let's clarify. I don't act like that. I may look like that to the people who watch the actual video, but I don't actually act like that. Let's be honest. Be honest with ourselves here. I don't act like that. I just be on like, oh my God, I don't really want to hear this right now. Like I do that.
You're just straight up like, I can't even right now.
Pretty much, yeah. That sounds about right. Are we on YouTube?
Should be.
Okay, I gotta do some things. Hold on. Y'all talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. But
So,
yet,
what is this shirt you're wearing here?
oh, it's Paul Bearer. They're a metal band.
Is it a death metal band?
No, they're a doom metal band. So.
Oh, forgive me. I'm sorry.
I have on my old
Well,
tap out as if my fat ass would do MMA at all. But yeah.
You guys.
Or do you tap out people often, or do you tap out yourself when you're watching TV?
I tap out at the buffet, dog. Like that's all this.
The item.
You should wear that shirt every time I talk about Persona. I've tapped out.
No, I just fucking leave. How about that? Like you talk about Persona, I'm just gonna fucking leave.
But I think Paul Bearer is kind of digestible. They don't have harsh vocals, no growling. He actually sings, and I think he sings pretty well. So, yeah, they're good.
Cool. Oh
If
my
a death
God.
metal band has no growling, is it even death metal? Come on.
Well, doom metal.
See, that's what I was about to say. He was about to say it's not death metal, it's doom metal or grind metal or whatever adjective metal. Like
It's not a fedora, it's a trilby.
Yeah, it's fucking it's bright metal. Bright metal doesn't sound like that. Like they don't growl. They don't growl in bright metal. Like,
So the other day I was on Reddit and I was talking about the Parappa the Rappa beanie. I said how I want one.
That is
without the ears. Because they sell them with the ears on them, and I don't want that. I just want the regular one. And then some guy was just like,
Did you just start typing for you, or is it just me?
What?
He just started Skyping really bad. Like,
A little bit.
You hear me?
okay.
No, I mentioned the beanie, the Parappa the Rappa beanie, and this guy was like,
Mhm.
"It's not a beanie, it's toque." I'm like, "Who cares? Toque my ass." Like nobody asked you, dog.
Yeah,
Hey, yo,
I really can't stand the actually type people when you're both right. You know what I mean? It's, it's like, I mean, genres. It can be like really daunting. You'd be like, man, this is stupid. Why are there so many genres? Because sometimes you have to be more specific. You can't just like if you're like, oh, you like Tupac. Well, you'll love Lil Jon. You know what I mean?
What?
You have to be specific. You can't. You'd be like, oh, this is a West Coast style, or this is a Atlanta style. That's kind of the same thing with like the difference in death and doom and like New York hardcore sounds completely different than Boston hardcore.
and nothing sounds like bright metal.
Should we coin that term?
No, that's the name of the episode. Is bright metal. Like,
Well, me and you will make a band and we'll call it Bright Metal. All our songs are about light bulbs and like the sun.
we're just gonna growl about rainbows and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of rainbows.
Oh.
Speaking of rainbows and shit, right? I see this thing, and it's like a one of those places where you can get like cake molds for you to make like fancy cakes. Apparently, there's a cake mold for it's a rainbow into a pot of gold,
Oh wow.
and it's like it looks like clouds where the rainbow arches into a pot of gold. Think about the shape that is, where it's like fluffy clouds, a stream of rainbow, and then a pot of gold at the end. It just like the shape until you make the cake and color it. It just looks like a dick. So that was fun. I see that.
Speaking of rainbows, sorry, Chase.
You could.
I was playing Red Dead Redemption, and like there's like a double rainbow in the game. And there's some dude off on the side. You can hear him going, "Look at that, a double rainbow!" It's like, dude,
all the way. I still like that song though.
There's a double rainbow in that Call of Duty map, Nuketown or whatever.
There's a double rainbow in Nuketown right before everybody dies.
Yeah.
I heard that the new Call of Duty, the new it's changed a bit, and a lot of people are saying that it might actually live up to the Modern Warfare hype. I don't know. I'm probably not going to play it, but apparently it looks. Some people are saying it looks really good now. For a while, it did not.
Yeah. Like early on, the early beta or whatever, it was really, really bad. The reaction and stuff, the reviews.
Yeah, there's supposed to be. There's a beta coming, right?
I think there's a beta right now. My friends on
Is it
Xbox.
now?
Well, I don't know if it's right now, but there's some friends on Xbox that have some like videos and stuff on, like they've clips.
Oh no,
Xbox clips.
It's definitely this weekend.
Okay.
And it goes through tomorrow. So by the time people hear this, it'll likely be over.
Yep.
So there was no point of actually discussing it unless it goes for very long. Oh, it's for 2 weekends.
Okay.
It looks like it's for 2 weekends, but I don't. Well,
I would say that I jump in, but I don't really play multiplayer shooters anymore. So
me neither.
I mostly just play for the story, and if I have friends and that want to just do a game night, I'd totally be down. But I'm not making it my career like I used to.
I don't even play what I have. Like I just got. Well, actually, hold on. Let's see. It said 2 weekends, but the dates that I'm looking up at this weekend, which is weird. But I just got 2 new games and I haven't really sat down and played them that much. I got Borderlands, and then for my birthday I got I have I got Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 for
Oh,
the Switch.
snap. Jealousy. Hashtag jealousy.
Yeah, but I haven't really had a whole lot of time. Like it's been like it's just I just been sitting here trying to figure out like how to deal with all of this stuff with my brother, and then like afterwards, like being so like mentally drained by all of it. It's just like, okay, I gotta try to find some way back to a sense of normalcy. I guess that'll happen starting tomorrow when I have to start going back to work, and I'm at work all week. So because like for the last 2 weeks I have not worked every day, every weekday. So, like I had some time off here so I can go deal with something. I have some time off. I had Monday and Friday off last week, to deal with the surgery and then go to the funeral, like all that stuff. So like for the last couple of weeks, I've been kind of all over the place, and I haven't worked a full work week in a few weeks. So that's going to be fun getting back to the grind of everything.
Yeah. But I was gonna say that I remember your thing on Discord. Even if Marvel Ultimate Alliance isn't the greatest game ever, like I do think that it's the better game for the Switch for you than 2K. I think it's more suited for the Switch than 2K.
I was gonna ask, like, how does it scale from like the big screen to like the little bitty portable one? Like, you know how you were saying that like NBA 2K doesn't scale well, like with the lettering and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know yet. I'll let you know when I know. How about that?
I was just wondering.
Which Rashani loves it. Rashani is all about his Switch. He's always telling me these little bullshit games to download. So, oh, you should play fucking gun game number 5. Like I don't know, I can't think of the name of the shit right now.
I bet he was talking about Enter the Gungeon.
Yeah, he loves Enter the Gungeon. He absolutely loves that game. Right now, he's on the River City Ransom with Chicks one. What's it called? River City Girls or something like that?
Yeah, that actually looks really good. It looks fun.
Yeah, he's all about that shit right now. But like he loves his Switch. And he's always telling me about a bunch of bullshit to play, and I'm just kind of like, oh, okay. Right, it's like because I don't really play a whole bunch of small games. I did, however, I know I bought that Golf Story game, but I don't think I've ever played it. Like I think I bought it because it was on a sale. It was like $6 or something like that. I bought it, and then I just never really got back to it.
I've actually heard really glowing things about that.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. I hope at some point to be able to get into that and get back into Borderlands. And the cool thing about Borderlands is it's still Borderlands. So like, if I take a week off, I can still play Borderlands because I know how to play Borderlands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And listen to some podcasts at the same time.
Yeah, I heard some people were a little negative, not negative, but kind of meh on it. That they were like, "Well, it's kind of the same thing as the old games." I was like, "Well, what do you want?" Like if if
they had changed it like in the smallest degree, they would have complained.
It is a pure it's a pure refinement on 2. It's like someone took some time and said, okay, we don't want to make 2 over, but how can we make 2 better? And they really did do this. I played a decent little bit. I'm already on the second planet. So
I mean, that's all games really need to do, especially a game in a series. Like who would want like the first game to play completely different than the second game that played completely different than the third game? Like that would suck because it wouldn't
like
feel
what they did with Halo, and they just kind of fucked Halo up with 5. Like 5 just fucks everything up. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, so
at least
I'm with you on that.
At least with Gears still feels like Gears, even if it's not as. Because what I've noticed is Gears 5 isn't as heavy, like the original Gears had a weight to everything, and like Gears 5 just don't have that. But it still plays like Gears and it's still fun as shit.
They'll probably patch it later
to make it heavy.
Yeah, possible. Yeah. At least make it sound heavy, like when you go in to cover that crunch. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Like I haven't played Gears yet. I downloaded it, but yeah, just give you that crunch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I was sure
because part of Gears was the sound design. The sound design was amazing in the early games.
Yes, very much so.
I was going to share something with you, gentlemen. I was behind a truck a few days ago. I was in a lift and I was on my way somewhere, and I saw this truck, and now I must send it to you because this truck is insane, and I don't know how that's street legal. Check it out; it's in the Google Hangouts.
Okay.
What? Bruh, did somebody duct tape a car?
My guess is that it is either smashed or it rolled at some point.
The thing's going to change a little bit. Hold on.
Bruh,
I don't know how this guy isn't pulled over every day.
for real. Like somebody literally taped the truck back together.
Where is Hangouts? There it is.
It looks like this, and it looks like there's plaster and stuff. Okay, somebody has to post this into the Discord so that we don't sound like a bunch of assholes talking about a picture nobody else can see.
It's on
It
the.
looks like a metal damaged transformer turned back into its car.
Yeah, it's on the video. But what is going on here?
I don't know.
Like at first, I thought your windshield was fucked up.
That's what everybody thinks. You look at it, they're like, "What?"
Dude, it looks like it's not even made out of metal. It looks like it's made out of like Play-Doh.
Yeah, it looks like the body is made out of plaster. Like somebody put some like for real, like somebody did some paper mache for the back, and like they just taped the cab together.
They do is like tisk but a scratch.
Yeah, so it just went to a movie coming. I need all of your clear packing tape, dog. All like how much of it do you need? All of it. Like how much you got? Every bit of
it. That can't like pass the next inspection. It just can't.
Fuck no. I got a ticket for my inspection being expired. I know some places don't get inspection stickers, which I'm envious, but they don't worry about that anymore.
Well,
but,
we don't get inspection stickers, but we have to get an inspection. It's all like tied into our tags, so we have to get our inspected tags, taxes, all that stuff all at once to get the tags.
Oh, okay, I put it in Discord.
Okay. But yeah, I had an inspired inspection sticker, and I got pulled over by the popo the day after Labor Day. So I finally got my. So I went and actually got my inspection, and I'm just like, fuck, man, I could have just spent $20, and it would have saved me whatever the fuck this ticket is gonna cost me. That's fun. Unless I really want to take the day off and go to court that day and be like, look, I got this. Like, y'all want to like not charge me for however much this is gonna cost? Because I paid $20 finally. I didn't think I was gonna pass, to be honest, and it actually did. I was just as surprised as everybody else.
Something weird went down.
That was a detour.
Something weird went down in the. Oh, that was you. Okay.
Okay.
Because it said like GG on the chat. It said GG, this random string of numbers you have advanced to level 5, and I was like, who is that? And then I guess it doesn't in the restream chat. It'll post things that are in our shout box on Discord.
It doesn't register my username. It just has a bunch of numbers.
Yeah. So I guess it doesn't give away any information on the restream chat.
Okay, right. That was weird. But okay, so I have not done a whole lot other than like watching the same stuff I've been watching. I did, however, start with my girl. We started All American again, and that's been cool. I really liked All American, and I know the new season is getting ready to start like on the 7th or something like that. So I'll actually be watching this season at the time. So that'll be cool. I really like All American, but I don't think I watched anything. I don't think I watched anything else new. Anything y'all watch?
Well, I went back to go watch to see what episodes of The Good Place I missed because I remember stopping at one point, and then I noticed I watched all these.
Yeah, I did. I didn't like the fact that it just kind of stops and it doesn't. It doesn't stop at like a point where you can say like, okay, so it stopped. You know, like something happened and it stopped. You know what I mean?
Right. There wasn't no big reveal at the end. There was no real cliffhanger. It just ended. The episode just ended, and I'm thinking, Okay, we'll see what happens next week, and then next week doesn't come, and I thought my DVR was messed up or something.
Yeah, me too. That's what when I first saw it. When I first saw it, I was just like, okay, let's figure out how this is gonna go. I will say, we watched. My girl watched A Good Place, and we got to that last episode, and I got a little misty at the little montage.
There was a montage. Oh, yeah. Before they did the thing. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I got a little misty at the montage. Like I felt that. I didn't like the first time I did kind of let a tear or two go, but I just felt it. But
Okay.
like I watched it again, and I I got a little misty.
Okay, so without any spoilers, is that the only way they could have done anything? Could they just kept him away? Do you think that's the only option they had?
No, well, yes, because in the new in the new setup, he has to be the one to teach them. Like, and if he's gonna, all right, and if he has to be the one to teach them, and he's gonna be distracted, like we have to do something about to cut out the distraction. It was at the time it was the only way that anybody could think of.
Oh, because I forgot. So each one of them has to basically like have a protege in a way. Each
Yeah,
protege. Oh, okay. I thought it was just like a thing where he could just leave and just let the other ones handle it.
no, because remember, because like
It's been so long. I'm sorry. Yeah.
because there's somebody showed up for each of them. Somebody showed up basically for each of them that they were supposed to be the it was supposed to be they had four people that they were supposed to guide, but there were four, like Sean fucked up the system and like picked four people that they know would fuck with them. You know what I mean? Like he picked the guy that this is a little bit of a spoiler, but he picked the guy
The critic.
that's very critical of Tahani, and like with her narcissism, like it was a chance to fuck with her instead of trying to figure out how to save this guy or whatever. It was just a chance to fuck with her, and then that was the only way. That was pretty much the only way that you can think. And be honest, like by putting that person in, you fuck with two of them at the same time.
Right. It just seemed like a weird way to end the season. It was just kind of okay.
I just hope that next season is supposed to be the last. I just hope the series actually wraps up pretty well.
Well, yeah, that was my thing. I was like, how when I first started watching, I was like, how long can this really go? How long can they really drag this out?
I don't know. And that's another thing that's a question that I ask myself about All American, because in All American it's about a football player, and that football player is a junior in high school. And I'm like, well, how long can you stretch this out of him being in high school unless you take him to college, but then you lose all of the other characters unless all of them end up going to the
It'll
same college. You know what I'm saying?
be like Saved by the Bell, the college years, where like the building goes with them.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's fucking weird. Like that's
They all
super
end up
fucking
going to the same college.
yeah. Like no, we can't do that. I will say I was at my sister's house. Did I talk about this last week? I can't remember, but I was talking to somebody about this. I went to my sister's house last week, and she was watching the new 90210,
Oh,
and they got all of them back, of course, except Luke Perry because he's passed away, but all of them are back on the new 90210. And it's really weird because like people who like knew stuff at the time, they knew that the chick that played Andrea was like way older than the rest of them. But now that they brought all of them back, like she looks way older than the rest of them now. Like you know what I mean? Like
that's what happens when you get 30-year-olds to play high school people.
yeah, that's what happened. So now like they're all adults, and like she's pretty much a senior. Um,
Wow.
like she's like for real, like it's obvious that she's older than them now. Like she's all like wrinkly and shit. Like and like you can tell some of them had work done over the years.
Right.
but and apparently she ain't have enough work done because like she look like an old lady. She looks like she gonna show up like the moment she shows up to the set. She wants to speak to the manager. So I don't know why Chase doesn't mute his microphone. Like this is.
And like.
But yeah. So I saw a little bit of that, and it's just like this is all the cast of 90210, except for they're much older. Like, and they're so older, a lot older. Like, how are you pulling this off? But apparently, the idea is they're not playing their characters. They're playing the actors who were. I don't know. It was something weird. What like they were the people from 90210, and it was something about like they were on like community services and shit like that. It was just fucking weird. The episode that I saw. And I don't know if it's something that I want to look more into. Like I'm like, fuck that.
Indeed, I started watching some. I've been really into like true crime lately because I listen to this podcast that talks about it, and I've been watching. Because of that, I started watching like crime shows. I watched True Detective season 1. I don't know if if either one of you have seen that.
No? Which show?
True Detective season 1.
No, I don't have HBO, and I don't sell the season no more.
Yeah, I've heard of True Detective, and I've heard that it's good, but I haven't watched it.
Yeah, the ending of the first season just really fell flat. Like the reveal of like who the person was, I was just kind of like, that's it. It's basically it's like it's one of those things where it's the most logical explanation you can think of. They set up this big elaborate thing where like, oh, it could be this person, this could go up the ladder, and then it could be this weird, twisted, convoluted thing. But no, it ended up being like the most basic thing you could think of. Like, wait, that's it?
Maybe that was kind of the point, to say like most of the time, like conspiracy theories and stuff. Like sometimes
there's no mastermind behind anything. If a guy robbed a store and is walking around, or if a store was robbed and the guy's walking around with some Newports and no receipt, more likely he did it.
Right.
Yeah.
Most logical explanation. I mean, it was just kind of weird.
But yeah, I've been watching. I watched a couple of music documentaries. Did I talk about the black metal thing on the podcast last week? Okay.
I can't remember. I like usually when you start talking about metal, I clock out. So.
All right. Well, you would have probably chimed in on that because it's weird. But anyway, I won't talk about that one too much. But I watched one called the No New. What is it?
Oh, you did. You talked about a documentary where you started to learn about like how these people don't actually go out and perform; they just make music and stuff.
Yeah. So I did talk about that.
Yeah, you said that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah, but so there, I watched another one that's called No New Kind of Story, which is a Starflyer 59 song, but it's about Tooth and Nail Records, which is like a Christian label that started in the 90s that I listened to a lot of the bands on that label like when I was growing up, and kind of like how they started, and like this dude just wanted to start a label because a lot of the bands weren't really doing anything. He's like, who's signing these people? And he didn't know how to do any of this shit, but because a lot of what people thought of when they thought of Christian music was either like really sappy, like contemporary Christian music, or like your grandma's church, or if they thought about Christian metal, they just thought about Striper, just like the Christian version of this band or the Christian version of that band. But there was all these bands that were just Christians that were like just making music because they wanted to.
So is that a real thing? Is it a thing where like Slayer, for example, is there one called Savior, which is like the opposite?
There probably was in like the 80s. That's kind of how they did that. But like these bands that were on Tooth and Nail were like, they just wanted to play music and wanted to play the music they wanted to. They just happened to want just kind of like it kind of dawned on me to where like, why can a band like Earth Crisis, all their songs are about veganism, and yet a Christian band be like, their songs are about, you know, what they believe, and yet they're demonized because they're a Christian band. When if there was a Hindu band, it wouldn't be the same thing. Like, which there is a band called Shelter. They're totally a Hindu band, but yeah, like a lot of that shit was really good, and I thought it was a really good documentary, and I actually got a little teary eyed. But I saw it on YouTube, which is weird because you can rent it on YouTube, but it's totally on YouTube, and the person that uploaded it is the director. So, so yeah, I can link that to you, even if you didn't grow up with it. I think it's a pretty good documentary. It's good shit.
I wonder if he got hit with the DMCA strike.
I don't know.
Yeah, because people have been getting hit like crazy.
Even people who actually made the thing and they post it themselves, they get hit with it.
Right.
Yes. I've heard of that. Like, people are getting hit with, like, I've heard of a YouTuber that he makes 2K videos, and he's getting strikes for a song that's not even in his videos.
Right.
But some sort of music company thinks that song is in all of his videos, so they are hitting him up in all of his videos.
Well, it's really the YouTube algorithm that like thinks that it's by this person. It's there's nobody that's like behind the scenes actually hitting them up. It's all like
go ahead.
It's all an algorithm. Like, but they don't.
Like, oh, I'm sorry. I keep stepping on you.
I was just saying they don't like YouTube don't want to pay people that actually. It would be so much better if they had people that actually looked. But how are they going to look on that many videos? I mean, it's just almost feasibly impossible. But
it was the guy who there was a guy who took all those old Kmart tapes from the trash and like, I don't know if you heard about that. Because some of that is like a bunch of elevator music, just nondescript music, right? So at one point a few years ago, before these tapes were even available, someone took a sample of one of these like generic music, generic elevator music, or whatever, and he took a sample and he put it into one of his songs. Or he made it into one of his songs. So now when this guy or any other guy posts one of these Kmart tapes, they get hit with a strike because it was that generic song was in this guy's other song.
That's funny.
Yeah, so they're not getting hit for the song; they're getting hit for the sample.
Because the sample was in this guy's song, even though it was a nondescript generic sample.
Wow.
Nondescript generic elevator music.
Right.
Wow.
I just thought that was weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
All right, so I've already talked about what I have not been playing. So what have y'all been playing?
You can go ahead, Sam.
Absolutely. I don't have a system anymore, so I have nothing to say on this matter.
You don't have any gaming systems or anything?
Gaming systems, no.
So you're not playing any games. Like, why'd you get rid of your systems?
Personal problems.
Word. I didn't know if you were like, fuck this, gamers suck. I'm not a gamer anymore or anything.
I'm a grown ass man.
I don't need no gaming system. I got Medi-Cal.
You're like the kid in Toy Story. I don't need to play with these anymore.
Did you ever see the press conference of like the college football coach who was like, "Come at me, I'm a man. I'm 40."
Right. Oh, holy fuck! I'm 40. I could say that with a straight face now.
Come on, Scar. I'm a man. I'm 40. Come at me.
I'm not today. I don't want to. But because it just kind of hit me that I can actually say that and mean it, which makes it much less funny.
When are you gonna get your Medi-Cal?
So, yeah, I'm gonna have to go get my Medi-Cal.
I'm Medi-Cal.
So you could actually start a new 40cast and just be you.
There you go. It'll be the legit 40 cast.
It's an age 40 cast.
The 40 plus cast.
But yeah, my gaming's kind of on a download too, but not because I want it to be. It's just I haven't really had much time to play video games. I mean, when I've had time, I just threw in this game called The Messenger, which is kind of a early Nintendo style like Metroidvania type game, but it's like got a lot of humor in it, but it's pretty good.
I haven't played it yet, but I forgot they added Super Nintendo games to the Nintendo Online service. Those free games, they started adding Super Nintendo games to that.
Word. But yeah,
I really want to play Mario World.
And there's another game I just throw in called Dead Cells, which is a roguelike, which I normally don't play those. But
shit.
But yeah, it's kind of cool that I know that I'm just trying to get enough of cells to get me another potion thing or whatever. So if I only have like a few minutes and I die or whatever, I'm sorry at the beginning anyway. So well, I'll just do this. You know, it's not like I'm actually trying to get any like actual like video game progress. You know,
I could take you here drinking potions.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like if you get enough of cells and put it into your stuff, that stuff is permanent. But you know, so it does have a little bit of working towards something, even if you're not working towards like getting to the next level or whatever, which you are. But if you stop, you'll start back at the beginning.
I still remember this time that a bunch of us were on a party chat, and I was playing Assassin's Creed. And there's like a thing where like, you can throw like some powder and disappear in a fog. And I kept running out, and I kept on yelling, "I'm out of powder!" And Scar's over there like, "Man, I told you quit messing with that powder."
I mean, you were talking about you forgot your line today, so like I don't know. I guess we went back there. I mean, I guess Chase said that you said lime, but I heard line.
If I had a line, it would be like a line of like Pop Rocks or something. I don't know. That's what I would need.
Would you take Pop Rocks to the head like that? Would you?
Nope. But I could just imagine the rush.
I don't.
Chase, you should try that. I think that's something that you would do.
Yeah, I think you should, Chase. I think you should snort Pop Rocks.
That is something that you even know me. Like I am not like what you consider a risk taker.
Come on, Chase. Go ahead and start Jackass 3.0.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like, snorting Pop Rocks will be the perfect inspiration for bright metal.
All the bright colors you'll see afterwards.
Exactly.
I think the first bright metal band should be called Ultra Violent. Like ultraviolet, but violent.
I know. No, we got it. It just wasn't funny.
But that's not the point. The point isn't for it to be funny. The point is that you get it.
We get it, Chase. We get it, Chase. Like you have to get at least one in every show, where you say something that's just incredibly corny and cringy, and we just kind of. I'm pretty sure like everybody just kind of groans. Shout out to Mike
like this.
Mike J.
Stop that.
Mike J. hit me up, and he was, we were talking, and I told him about like your story that you told.
Yeah.
And then apparently I didn't know that when you left, did you leave what I was saying when you left and went to the bathroom in the show?
Yeah, I didn't edit anything.
Okay.
Was I supposed to?
No, see, here's what happened. So Mike J hit me up and said we were talking prior to the show, and we were just talking in general.
Yeah.
And then I told him that I was getting ready to put the show up. He said, "Yeah, Chase's story. What the fuck?" Also, I hoped he washed his hands after taking the shit. Like you will forever be known as the guy who didn't wash his hands after the bathroom. Now,
I totally washed my hands. I wasn't drunk.
Please don't wait for me to wash my phone.
I fucking hope so. And shout out to Mike J because he was going on a European trip. He was going to like the real Oktoberfest and shit. Like, fuck yeah, man. Shout out to dude.
Is it October with the K?
Huh?
Is it October spelled with the K? Where he's going?
However they spell it in Germany. I don't know. You got me on that one. I don't drink beer.
Well, I do like pumpkin flavored things, but it doesn't belong in beer. Oktoberfest for the win. Always for it and forever. That is my go-to autumn beer.
You know, when he said he was going to Oktoberfest, he totally spelled it with a K. So I'm guessing you're right.
Yeah. I was completely joking. I was like, they spell their English words different over there.
Yep, he totally spelled it with a K.
Or words that could be in English and German.
Well, but he knows the difference because, he's Polish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's like really Polish, like really Polish.
Mm.
And he also, we were talking about. I guess we talked about pumpkin spice before, and he sent me a thing of pumpkin spice flavored chloroform.
That
was funny. But he said that was from the show with Elaine. So.
Yeah, man.
So shout out to the homie Mike J. And shout out to Ron Block, man. We heard from Ron Block in a minute, but he still posts to show up every time he listens. So shout out to Ron Block, man.
Cool.
Yes.
All right, y'all got anything else?
I actually do. Chase, if you have anything else.
No, go ahead, man.
I have something I need to share with both of y'all before we go.
Okay.
Something you might have to listen to, so put your ear open. So, back in the day, somewhere in, I forgot what country this was in, there was a symphony band, symphony orchestra, and they all got together and they all said, let's cut some music, let's make some music and stuff. So we started this band, and the rules of the band is anyone can join this band, regardless of skill or talent or even cohesiveness. So what we have is the Portsmouth Symphonia, and here they are singing playing the song from 2001: A Space Odyssey.
What you call it? We typically call them Portsmouth.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how they do it in jolly old England, but
we call it. Well, there's a Portsmouth, Virginia, is where Missy Elliott is from. So Portsmouth.
Yeah, this is jolly old England. This is the UK.
Okay.
But check it out and let me know what you feel.
Okay, you're gonna have to post that also into the Discord, because if we listen to it, like it's not like we can attach the song to the show, and like if we sit here listening to it, like
I just want you to listen to it. I want you to enjoy it.
Okay. So I'm gonna play it.
Chase, you as well.
Okay.
Okay, talk amongst yourselves. My goodness.
Let me explain. Let me tell you.
Oh my God, that was my ear.
Let me read to you some of the comments. Let's see. It's like an elephant having an orgy. They should have fired the symphony player. He's too good. This song is a representation of the night.
Oh my God, that's bad.
Is mayonnaise an instrument? Maybe if we play louder, people would think we're good. This is how it sounds to make it from the hangover. Let's see here.
Oh my God. Okay, I can't do that part. When it gets to about a minute, oh my God, that sounds bad. Wow. And you know what? that 1 minute mark is exactly what the person who said it sounds like elephants having an orgy. That's exactly what I would think that sounds like. At 1 minute, at about 1 minute, it sounds like elephants having an orgy.
They have an entire YouTube page, so look it out, enjoy.
I can't. How? How is this allowed? How is this allowed? I don't understand this.
Oh, college kids and beer.
Wow.
That was on the stream, by the way.
That was on the stream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some death metal, Chase.
That's bright metal. That's definitely bright metal.
Yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all because I discovered that, I found that, and I was just like, "This is great."
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Okay. Not this. Okay, so I don't want to transition into this based off of what we just heard, but I seen this clip of a drum corps international group, and they're the first drum corps group with like people who have like
Oh no! I think I know where you're going.
No, it's actually like really good. It's not like not like that kind of bad, but it's like people who have like special needs people. And they have like a drum corps group, and they have a group of people that are just playing their horns, and they have a drum line and all that kind of stuff. And like it was just kind of dope just watching that. I gotta find out their name. I gotta find out their name because I thought their performance. They're called the Free Players. The Free Players Drum and Bugle Corps, and I saw a performance from them, and I guess the performance that I saw was from last year, but it was just really cool. Like I like it, I felt something because like it they were playing the song from they're playing the song from Rocky, most of it, and like it was just really stinking dope to see them out there performing because y'all know I love marching band shit, so like it was just really fucking dope all around. So instead of watching that shit that you just posted in the chat, like you should totally watch them. Watch the Free Players.
I see.
That thing that you posted, it almost seems like it was a like a thought experiment or something. Like it wasn't meant to be taken seriously. They just wanted to.
No, of course they were all just having fun.
Yeah.
I mean, none of it was serious. They're not around anymore. They stopped around like the late '80s, I think.
I think it's one of those situations where that's probably what my daughter's middle school, 6th grade band sounds like right now. If they try to play that same song.
I went to a recital from like a band recital, and from the high school that I went to. Still to this day, I've not heard any high school band pull off the Mission Impossible theme correctly. They always screw it up, no matter what. I don't know if you've ever, Scar, you being the band person, have you ever heard anyone pull this off correctly? I've not.
I've seen a have you seen the thing?
I don't think I've heard that. But you know what I heard over the summer? One of the summer bands, they actually, and I posted this into the Discord a while ago, where they're one of the summer bands, Memphis Mass Band, during the summer, people who just live in an area, even though they probably went to different schools, different high schools, different colleges, that type of thing, they kind of get together and they rep for their city or whatever, and they play against each other. But Memphis Mass Band was in a competition, and they played the Avengers theme, but they added a beat, son, and that shit was dope. I cannot hear the Avengers theme without that beat now. And I don't know how. Like I'll find it and I'll put it back into the chat. But I actually the it popped in my head, so I actually listened to it like a couple days ago because it popped in my head. But yeah, that's they. You know, there's some stuff out there. I don't know if I've ever heard anybody pull off the Mission Impossible theme song. I've heard quite a bit though. So
they always start out well, but then somewhere in there, it just falls apart.
I was trying to think of. I remember seeing something, and hold on, there's an ad. So sorry, listening people.
Oh, what a great ad!
It's almost over.
It's not like I can hear the ad
we can
over the background talking to you guys anyway. Like it's
right, I know. Trying to see if this is the one, and I'll send it to you guys. Come on. Yeah, this is it.
So, Scar, why are you Professor Zoom?
I changed it to Professor Zoom because I thought we were going to be using Zoom for the podcast, and then I just
hey guys, it's like 2 mascots or whatever. I saw it somewhere.
No, we're not really going to do the YouTube thing. Like this isn't good for anybody that's listening right now.
I know that, but you guys asked, so I thought I'd post it.
No, like this isn't good for anybody that's listening right now. We should go ahead and wrap this up, and we can put if we feel any kind of way about it, we should put the shit into the Discord. Now I know what Rashani feels like when me and Jay go off on a tangent for this type of shit.
Oh, you did this.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
I told you they took the Avengers song and they added a beat to it. Like who thought of that? Like whoever did that. Well, first of all, I don't really like a whole lot of Southern bands drum lines because it sounds like a whole bunch of pots and pans. But it had a groove to it. They added a fucking groove to the fucking Avengers song. Like who the fuck does that?
Right.
I was wondering where you guys went. I clicked the button. All of a sudden, you guys were on mute.
I didn't know he was gonna press the button and play it for everybody.
I didn't press it and play it for everybody. You
that
did
was
that.
me. That was me. Sorry about that.
No, you played the video for everybody.
I didn't.
Even on the live stream. Oh, do you? Oh, so you did?
I think it was me because I didn't know what it was. What? Just saw something pop up and it was like, would you like to open this? Yes or no? I'm like, oh, sure, why not? I don't know what was happening. I don't know.
So the listeners got a little bit of band music right here.
I live for this shit, and it's band season 2. There's some good shit happening, and I'm pretty fucking excited about it. Like super fucking excited. I can't really go to a whole lot of it, but I'm super fucking excited to watch it on YouTube.
Well, I
So
work at night, so I can't go to a lot of football games, even though like the big battle between like the rival schools from my school and like the rival school is happening this weekend. Well, this coming weekend. Can't go. Gotta work.
damn, I know. There's usually a pretty big battle that happens like near you. I know that I think the what you call it the Southern and Texas Southern battle happened in Fort Worth or Dallas last year. I don't know if it's going to be back there this year, but
Are you talking about the Prairie View versus whatever the heck?
no, it was Southern and Texas Southern last
You
year.
know, there's usually like a big. There's usually like a big thing that has like a big social gathering where like everybody who's anybody goes to it. It's like Prairie View versus like Grambling or something. I don't know who the heck it is.
Yeah, I like Prairie View. I really like Prairie View. They have a really good sound, and they have their style is different than a lot of people's. I really dig them. But we should probably wrap this up. We probably should have wrapped this shit up before we started playing YouTube videos. Right?
Probably. It's been a while since we all hung out together.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's the State Fair Classic. It's Prairie View versus Grambling. It happens every year, and it becomes kind of a thing. One year I almost got trampled.
Really?
Yeah, like 2003 or so. I went out to get a hot dog, and then somebody started shooting, and everybody just ran, and I was like almost got knocked over.
Huh. That sucks.
Yeah, just some knucklehead had to go out there and start popping.
Gremlin is just kind of weird. Like they're probably like one of the most famous. Like they actually played in a few Super Bowls. Like the early Super Bowls, like they ain't playing in no recent shit. But like they played the halftime in like Super Bowl 2 or some shit like that. But but they Grambling is kind of weird. One, because instead of wearing like the shoes with spats on them, like most of the HBCU bands do, they just wear white shoes, which is weird. And they have a very, very large bass drum that like it takes 2 people to operate. One person plays the bass drum and one person pulls the drum around the field. No lie. So there is somebody that's designated to pull a bass drum around while they march on the field.
So this is actually happening this coming weekend.
Yes, it is.
Saturday, Prairie View versus Grambling at the State Fair Classic.
Yep.
The Cotton Bowl Stadium.
I was wondering what the hell. I thought the other one was called some sort of a classic, but I don't know.
TSU versus whomever.
Yeah. I think it was. I thought it was called something, but I can't remember. But I can't.
We should wrap this up, man.
They called it the State Fair Showdown.
Oh, okay. So it's different. Okay.
Yeah. All right. It's on you, though.
All right. So thank you all you guys for listening. This has been Scarcasm, and we're gonna peace out. Peace out to all the warriors, and we out of here.
Peace out, though. Warriors. What up, though?
Say bye, Sam.
Bye, Sam.
I knew that was going to happen.
He said that too.
I knew that was going to happen.
I learned it from you, Dad.